So, what is your PhD topic?
My PhD topic is embroidered histories. That's modern embroidered histories inspired by the Bayeux Tapestry. And I'm looking at them as a form of public commemorative community history. I got interested in them when I was working on the Bayeux Tapestry as part of my MA dissertation. And I discovered that there were these spin-offs, if you like, created in the last 50 years or so. And they're a form of modern reception of the Bayeux Tapestry, if you like. People responding to the importance and success story that is the Bayeux Tapestry, because it's very much part of British identity and what people kind of know in the background about British history. They get taught it in school, they see it on the covers of books and the like. And taking that form, the medium of the embroidered history, and reusing it, reappropriating it, if you like, for other historical narratives that relate to the British Isles is what these projects do. But generally it's a form of bottom-up history, people's history, and communities get involved in it.
Sounds wonderful. And what kind of research have you been doing? Have you been going about fulfilling that PhD topic?
A number of ways. I've been researching the tapestries themselves by actually visiting them. I'm talking to the people who created the tapestries, and that means both the experts who've coordinated them and also the stitchers who got involved in them, who tend not to have an embroidery background, which is interesting. So there's questions I want to ask them about what they've got out of the project, how they've learned, and I'm looking at learning experiences, and also whether it's changed how they relate to the historical narrative within the project they've embroidered, but also perhaps history more generally.
What kind of contributions do you think your PhD will make to the wider historical community?
Well, obviously it's a niche area, but I intend to tie it into more broader cultural trends within the British Isles, sort of post-Second World War trends in the democratisation of history, which leads to this term public history, which really is a recognition of history being for more than just academics and professionals. It's something we all have a stake in. And then debates about the relative status of arts and crafts and ideas of the community. We all talk about potentially having lost the feel of community, and these projects seem to work against that trend. So there's all sorts of broader questions and currents in British culture that I think I can relate my niche project to.
And what made you choose Manchester in the first place?
I came up here to do my medieval studies MA, which was about 6 years ago, having lived down south for the rest of my life, in fact. And I just found living up here more interesting. There's a broader range of cultural culture to get involved in. There's also more people, more interesting ideas. There's a lot more going on. It's more varied. And Manchester as a university is great because the history department in particular is quite big, and there's a varied range of expertise there to draw on.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.